Pine, man, 25 inches there. And then Rondi's here from Fortress Credit Pro. How you doing, buddy?
Doing awesome. Merry Christmas.
I know you. Merry Christmas. Hey, thanks for coming in on Christmas morning, man.
I know.
You never stop working, do you?
No, you know what? I had a friend the other day. He said, I'm not going to work this weekend. I was like, come on, man.
Yeah.
I never stop working.
I mean, these guys on radio shows, you're doing
going
TV shows, you're coming on our show, and then all the while doing what you do, which is working on credit. Kind of give first the big picture of how you guys operate, what you do, what your basic formula is.
Yeah, so our company, it really does four things. We fix people's credit, we eliminate student loan debt, we eliminate credit card debt, and then we work for attorneys who sue banks, credit bureaus, and collection companies. And
it's cool how you do it. Give just that, I mean, there's something you do where you guys get a contract back with them, right? And that
so on the student loan debt, and so it's it's Christmas Day, and unfortunately, Americans are in debt to their eyeballs. 61% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck.
Is that right?
And 61% as well don't pay off their credit cards every single month. And so we have this epidemic of debt, including student loan debt and credit card debt. And so what our company does is in the early 1900s, there was a case that went in front of the Supreme Court. And on March 12, 1906, the Supreme Court ruled on this case. And this is what allows us, you, and every other U.S. citizen to do the same thing the banks do to us, and that is change the terms and conditions of the debt. So, for example, if you had an American Express card and you owed $50,000 on this, or student loan debt, or credit card, Discover, Capital One, any unsecured debt, and you want to assign that debt to me, according to that 1906 Supreme Court ruling, you can give me that debt. I can take it on as your rich friend.
Fortress Credit Pro takes on the debt.
I take on the debt. It's now my debt. You assign it to me. Now, once you assign it to me, it's now my debt. So according to that 1906 ruling, and according to the back terms and conditions of your statement, when they send this out, there's always the terms and conditions on the back.
Yeah, I read that all the time.
Right, exactly. So what's going to happen is I'm going to change those terms and conditions as allowed by law. So you can change the terms, I can change the terms, the banks can change the terms. In fact, the banks change them every year, and they send you that new updated terms and conditions. And what do you do with it, Todd?
Right, you just throw it in the trash.
You're like, I can disagree and close my bank account or credit card. I don't want to close it, so you throw it in the trash. So we do the same thing to them. We change the terms and conditions. They look at it, they throw it in the trash. 60 days later, those terms and conditions go into effect. Ours are different than theirs, though. See, ours said if we pay 1 day late, you can't call us. You can't put it on our credit, and you cannot send us anything. No contact whatsoever. If we pay less than the minimum amount, you can't contact us. If you do, we can fine you up to $12,500 a month. So now if you have that American Express card and you owe 50 grand in 4 months, they owe us more money than you owe them. In 5 months, they owe us an additional $12,500. So now what happens is we simply send them a letter.
Because they do the same thing. They end up calling you.
They call, they put it on the credit report, they report us late, they send us letters, and each is a violation.
Yeah.
So after each month goes by, you hire us 6 months later, that $50,000 debt is completely wiped out. And the reason it's wiped out is because we simply send them a letter, say, hey, look, we changed the terms and conditions as per we're allowed by law. You agreed to it by not disagreeing. And now we want you to dismiss the debt or give us $50,000.
Right.
So they get with their attorneys, and the attorneys are like, man, we screwed up. You better give them what they want. And so they wipe out your debt. Doesn't hurt your credit. You don't have to file bankruptcy on it. You don't have to pay taxes on it. So the only thing you have to lose by hiring us is this debt, right? And it's gone.
Damn. It's a cool program you guys are running. And then the website is on the screen. People can call you and
RondiLambeth.com, absolutely.
And they deal with you personally, or you got a whole bunch of people working?
No, we got a bunch of people, but on this stuff they deal with me because it has to do with litigation and settlements and stuff like that.
All right, well, Merry Christmas to you, buddy.
Merry Christmas to you.
All right, we'll take a break and come back and talk about your 7-day Lake Tahoe forecast. Stay with. Good job, buddy.